I'm Lauren Victory in Oakbrook Terrace. We're at the Chicago Drives Electric event where you can have the opportunity to drive more than 40 electrified vehicles. Here with me is an industry expert, Dave Thomas. Please explain, Dave, where you're from and you're an independent expert and how you know all these things.
Sure. So I work for a company called CDK. We're one of the largest software suppliers for car dealers and automakers in North America. And I work with our research and insights team to identify trends in the market and inform dealers, our customers, as well as consumers, and bridge that gap.
I hear you're also a sort of myth buster, if you will. What's the biggest misconception about electrified cars?
To come up with one would be very difficult, but the one I think that's on display here for sure is the need for education about them, because they are so different than what most people drive. So the one thing I like to tell people is once you've been in an EV, it's very hard to give them up. And so in our studies, 80% of EV owners are going to buy another EV. That's how much they love them. And then we just had new data come out. People shopping for EVs right now, 50% are buying an EV to bring home to another EV. So they are very into EVs.
So like the Pringles, once you pop, you just can't stop?
That's exactly right.
And what can you tell me about pricing for them over the past couple years?
Yeah, so unfortunately, car prices across the board are going up. And what I'm really excited to share today, and one of the things I like to get across, is the idea of price parity, how close an EV is to another gas or hybrid vehicle. And we're getting really close with some of the new EVs coming out that are more affordable. And you're talking about a 5% difference, and sometimes a hybrid versus a gas car is a 10% difference. So there is, so EVs are coming down in price, especially some of the new ones coming to market.
What are you finding in your research is the biggest reason why somebody will make that switch from gas to EV?
Well, there are a number of factors, but if you're in the Chicago area, especially if you're in the suburbs, especially if you're a homeowner and have a garage, they're just the best vehicle you can get. Because every morning you come out and your car is charged 100% and you're ready to go. And today's EVs have an extreme amount of range. For Monday through Friday, you're not going to come even close to that range. And they're quiet, they're comfortable, so if you're stuck in Chicago traffic, it's actually a more pleasant place to be.
And I've been speaking to several people today. A good point that somebody made to me as a busy mom is if you get an EV, there's no more chore of stopping at the gas station. And I know that only takes up like 4 minutes of your time, but it's a chore when you are busy. You
would not believe how many people say that is one of the best benefits of having an EV. Never have to go to the gas station.
Awesome. So again, you can come here to the Chicago Drives Electric event going through Sunday for a 2-hour window. You can test drive more than 40 electrified vehicles, and it's a fun time. I'm Lauren Victor reporting here at the Chicago Drives Electric event, CBS News Chicago. I'm Lauren Victory in Oakbrook Terrace at the Chicago Drives Electric event, where we just looked at the $250,000 Lotus Electre, and this Kia EV9 runs you about $60,000. But I have Jenny Newman here from Cars.com that you are telling me about the used electric car market.
Correct.
And what kind of pricing are we seeing on there these days?
Well, I think we're seeing a little bit of everything, but what's really great for shoppers is that there are a lot of options around $25,000. So you can find a used EV for $25,000 or less. And right now, affordability, that's top of mind for consumers. So this is something they should look at.
$25K, that's pretty good because most of these cars are less than 5 years old?
Oh, correct. Absolutely. In fact, you know, there's 97 options when it comes to used EVs right now. So there's a ton of options, and they're all, 1 to 3, maybe 4 years old. You're not going to find something that's been sitting around for a long time.
And what's the demand been like?
Well, especially around $25,000 and under, demand is incredibly high. So if you are thinking about looking at a used EV, you're going to want to be prepared to move quickly. So if that test drive, if you fall in love, make sure you've got your financing ready so that you can move forward with the purchase process.
And is it a sort of situation with Cars.com where you could find the used EV of your dreams with the perfect price point, that it's like, oh, but this is in Arkansas, so got to get yourself down to Arkansas?
No, you don't have to get yourself down to Arkansas. We can get the car to you. So there are great options for shipping vehicles. You can find that on Cars.com, in fact, or you can, work with that dealer. But if you're looking for a specific vehicle, really expand to a nationwide search and find that dream car on Cars.com, and you'll be able to get it to your house.
All right, so you heard it here. Affordable options, or really a big price range here at the Chicago Drives Electric event, and the ability to drive a car, test it out, get a feel for it, and then maybe go and see if there's a used car market for it. That's the very latest from here in Oakbrook Terrace. I'm Lauren Victory, CBS News Chicago. I'm Lauren Victory in Oakbrook Terrace at the Chicago Drives Electric event, where there are 16 manufacturers with more than 40 electrified vehicles that you can test drive, get your hands on, get a feel for them on the road. But of course, a huge part of owning an electrified vehicle is being able to charge it. And here to talk to me about that is Christina Botero from ComEd. What can you tell me? First of all, let's address this charging port right here is not what you would need at your home.
That is correct. There's different ways of charging your vehicle. You can charge at work, like you see here, with a level 2 or what's known as a DC fast charger. And you can charge at home with just a simple outlet or with a level 2 charger that tends to be much smaller than this. And ComEd, since last year, has been offering rebates to offset the cost of buying a charger and of making any upgrades to install the charger for both residential and non-residential customers. And we're also offering rebates for fleet electric vehicles.
And I know it depends on the level charger that you get, from the most basic to ones that's going to charge your vehicle a lot faster. But is there a roundabout price range that's out there right now to install one of those in a home?
It really varies a lot by what upgrades you will need and by what charger you buy. But for the bulk majority of our customers, the rebates that we're offering of up to $3,750 cover the vast majority, if not all, the cost of the charger plus the installation.
And how much more of a demand are you seeing for electrified vehicles from ComEd's perspective?
Very significant. ComEd, in fact, has paid out more than $100 million. We announced that today in rebates for customers, both residential and non-residential, for charging infrastructure and fleet electric vehicles. And in Illinois, we have nearly 150,000 electric vehicles registered today. Between 2024 and 2025, the rise in EV registrations in Illinois has been 3 to 4 times faster than in the rest of the U.S. So Illinois is really leading the way in electric vehicles.
People are clearly very interested in electrified vehicles here in Illinois. It's one of the reasons for the Chicago Drives Electric event. Again, for $5, you can register and come here and test drive more than 40 electrified vehicles. That's all electric, hybrid, plug-in hybrid, all right here in Oakbrook Terrace. I'm Lauren Victory, CBS News Chicago. I'm Lauren Victory in Oakbrook Terrace. We're at the Chicago Drives Electric event, where for just $5, you can come check out more than 40 electrified vehicles. That's hybrid, plug-in hybrids, and of course, all electric vehicles. Right now, we're taking a look at a Toyota, and with me is Holly Borgfjord. Did I say it right?
You nailed it.
Okay,
nice,
I nailed
nice
it.
work.
All right, and let's get into what this truck is.
Yes. This is the newly redesigned Tacoma, bestseller in its segment. It's a small truck that we make, and here at Toyota we have different levels of electrification for everyone. There's a Toyota for everyone, we like to say. This Tacoma is available in a full gas or a hybrid. This is the TRD Pro, which is a hybrid option in this truck. We make hybrid Tacomas and Tundras, so that hybrid's going to really ramp up your horsepower, ramp up your torque. It has a 2.4 liter 4-cylinder turbo underneath that hood. But that hybrid really just ramps up your horsepower and your torque numbers, giving you that takeoff that you want. And also, it's got some electrification for you. So
Cool. Can we see what it looks like inside?
absolutely, hop on in. This is the TRD Pro. This is our most capable off-road package straight from the factory. Very popular with consumers. As you can see, it has those like racing style pedals, TRD badging throughout, and it does have a lot of off-road capability, upgraded off-road tires, shocks, skid plate underneath. You got your rock bars here, so very, very off-road capable. This is one of those trucks you can take out into the country and try to kill it, and good luck. It's going to run forever, you know.
This is a beautiful color you got here.
Yes, so this is a color called Mud Bath. One of my favorite colors. It's a TRD Pro exclusive color. Looks great on our truck-based SUVs and trucks. It's very similar to a color we had in previous years called Quicksand that went away a few years ago. But this is kind of more updated, darker version of that Mud Bath. Very popular. I love it on the Tacomas and on our 4Runner. We make a 4Runner as well in the same trim level. Also available in a hybrid, and that has that similar color as well.
Okay, cool. So now you know Toyota makes hybrid trucks. You can come here to Oakbrook Terrace, the Chicago Drives Electric event, and actually take one of these out on the road,
Absolutely,
right?
come drive. This is actually a very tough vehicle to find in dealerships. So I would recommend coming to check this one out because it's a very popular, not just the truck in general, but this trim level specifically is very popular. So you're not going to have a lot of opportunities to drive this at most dealerships. So it's a good thing to come out here. And when I pulled up today, I was glad we had this because it's a hot item for sure.
So you heard it here. Come check it out. You've got through Sunday. They're 2-hour driving sessions for just $5. You can come test drive one of these and up to 40 other different type of electrified vehicles here in Oakbrook Terrace. I'm Lauren Victory, CBS News Chicago. Hey everybody, it's Lauren Victory in Oakbrook Terrace. We're at the Chicago Drives Electric event that goes through Sunday, and right now we are looking at the most expensive car here and I'm with Brandon Pacella, who's going to tell us all about it. This is the Lotus, and you were telling me that it retails for about $250K?
That is correct, yes. The Lotus Electre Carbon Edition retails for about $250,000. It's definitely the most expensive and probably the fastest car here at the show today. It boasts 905 horsepower and feels like every bit of it.
Okay, so what does $250K get you?
So the Lotus Electre Carbon Edition has totally different looks than a lot of the other electric cars out there. The entire front grille piece here is all made of carbon fiber, which makes it lightweight. You have little vents here that open and close to allow air to come in and out of the vehicle and make it more aerodynamic. On the inside, we've got a lot of great new technology. The entire center screen uses Unreal Engine to put a live representation of the car that you can drag around and actually pick different things to control from the center screen there. Everything is controlled from the center screen. You have heated, cooled, massaging seats in the front here, and then you have premium audio from KEF.
Very neat. And for people that don't know the Lotus brand, you were telling me it's known for making race cars.
That's correct. Yeah, Lotus is known and loved for its race cars.
I'm gonna check out this back seat while you still
yeah,
talk.
Have a look. Yeah, but yeah, Lotus is known for its race cars. They started off making race cars back in the day, doing Formula One, and then they still do make race cars. They have the race car division that's out of England, and in recent years they started making the electric cars like we see here that are out of China.
And now you can buy them right here in the Illinois area.
That is correct.
Where can somebody find the Lotus besides here at the Chicago Drives Electric event?
We are located in Glenview, Illinois at 301 Waukegan Road, Lotus of Glenview, and we have lots of great cars there, this one included. Come and have a look. We're happy to show you.
And again, for just $5, you can register for the Chicago Drives Electric event and come here and try out a Lotus for yourself. I'm Lauren Victory in Oakbrook Terrace, CBS News Chicago.
Good to know. Thanks, Lauren.